I open my eyes.
Okay. Hi guys. So welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't really been posting a lot of videos, but I just got home from school. And so I'm home for the summer, so I'll be trying to add a lot more to this channel. The last video I posted was my first workout video, and this is only my second makeup video. This look was kind of inspired by what I did for my birthday. I just turned 21 and I went out. So I did this look. It was kind of like an Arizona red with a little bit of glitter involved in it because I love glitter. I don't know if you can kind of see it with the lighting that I have going on right now. This is the look, and you guys will see how to get it in the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm just starting out on YouTube, so it's going to take me a little bit to get used to how to work everything. You'll see in the video there's plenty of fails throughout this video with my camera and everything. So yeah, and this is not an outfit video at all. It's just a makeup and then the hair. I did do the hair prior to me making this video, so it wasn't really a hair tutorial, but I talked a little bit about how I did it, and now I have a ton of crazy pieces hanging out, so that's cute. Anyway, this outfit is like a workout outfit, so we're not gonna, it's nothing to do with this video. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Again, please subscribe and like the video. And the next video I will probably be doing is going to be like an introduction to my life video and just talking a little bit about myself, just to kind of add more of a personal touch to my channel, to give you guys an idea of who's making these videos and a little bit like a look into my life and why I love doing this for fun and that. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching and enjoy the video. Sorry for how long this intro is. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I actually just bought this, so it's going to take me a little bit to get open. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're good. So I just apply this with my fingers, and it's a very like watery formula. It's kind of like a gel. It's not like the other primer that I use, which is the Primed and Poreless from Too Faced. So once I'm all primed, I'm going to take my two foundations. I'm gonna move all this stuff over here. I am filming this on the floor of my room, so that's why I have all my stuff spread out everywhere. But I'm trying to get it all together. Okay, so I think that's everything. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with two foundations. I'm using the NARS foundation in the shade Light, number 3. I think it's called Gobi. It's just the NARS liquid. And I'm using the All My Clear Complexion makeup in the shade 100 Ivory. And I'm just going to pump like 1 or 2 pumps of this Almay onto my hand, onto the back of my hand. It's like that color. And then like a couple pumps of the NARS. You guys can see it. They're very similar in color. And then the brush I'm using is this one from Emax Design. It's kind of like a stipple brush, but it's angled. And I'm just going to use that to blend this in. But to get this on my face, I'm just kind of mixing it with my fingers, and I am putting this onto my face, just kind of dotting it on my face. you don't need a ton. I got a decent amount because this look is full coverage, but you don't need a ton. Like, I'm probably gonna wipe half this off. I'll blend this in with my Emax design brush. And I'm just blending this all in as much as I can. It's gonna look really pale on the camera, but I'm going to contour and fix all of it. But the base will look pretty pale originally. This is my original skin tone. I do have some self-tanner on my body, so it's gonna look a little bit paler than the rest of my body, but like I said, once I'm done contouring, it'll pretty much match everywhere else in my body. On my body. So just blending this all in, making sure everything's all blended. So I look like a ghost, but we are going to go in and contour and everything will be blended in more. So I'm just gonna wipe off the extra foundation off my hand. I actually look like a ghost. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna moisturize my lips. I'm using my EOS in Honeydew. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and highlight. This is the e.l.f. Conceal and Highlight Stick. It's a combo. I really like this, honestly. I would recommend it to anyone that's looking for a highlighting stick. It's really awesome. And it's an under eye conceal and highlighter. Looks like this. I don't know why it's not focusing, but it looks like that. And I'm gonna put this on first. I'm just applying this like pearly white kind of cream underneath. And I'm going to take this other brush from Emax Design. It's kind of like a pointed pencil brush almost, and I'm going to blend that in underneath my eye. And then I'm going to take the other side and highlight. Ooh. Almost like dropping things, spilling my makeup. And I use this underneath my eyes. I also go down my forehead, right here, down here. And that's about it with the highlighting. I don't go too crazy, but I just do enough. And then I'm gonna blend this in with the same brush I used to blend the first just making sure that everything is all blended. And I usually go back in with the stipple brush and I make sure that it's all blended throughout this entire thing, so I don't end up with any weird like blotches or stuff that's not blended in. So I just make sure that it's all blended. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna contour. The first thing that I do is, you can see I use this like so much. I'm using the Rimmel London Stay Matte powder, and this is in the shade Creamy Beige. It's 01 8. This is what it looks like, and I used it so many times. This is what the inside looks like. And I'm just going to take my little mini brush. This is like a little mini kabuki brush. I think I got it from Eco Tools. And I'm going to use that to put this on. This just kind of deepens the foundation a little bit, gives it a little more of a warmer look than the pasty look you get when you put on like liquid foundation. Although, like I said, this foundation that I used is on the paler side. That is my natural skin tone, but I've been outside and I put self-tanner on, so I'm a little darker, and so naturally it's going to look kind of excessively pale, but this will help kind of deepen it a little bit. For my contouring, I'm going to be using the Lancome contour palette in the shade Nectar Lace 126. Looks like that. Has a really, I love the packaging. It has like a really pretty rose, like a golden rose on the inside. To contour, I'm going to be using another brush from Emax Design. All the brushes that I use are from Emax Design. I ordered them on Amazon for like $13, and I got a ton of brushes, like a huge mug of brushes. So I was happy with it. So I'm going to be using this color right here. It's like a coffee brown shade. It almost has like a gray tone to it, and that's what I'm going to be using. That's what I'm going to be using to contour. And I go right below the cheekbones, and I make like a fish face to kind of get that shape going. And then to contour my nose, I'll take another brush from my Emax set. This guy. It's a little more pointy. Actually, it's really hard to see. It's a little pointy. And I'm going to take this same coffee shade that I used to contour earlier, and I'm going to go down the nose. And I do it really like light, and I'm still working on it. I'm not even like that good at it at this point. I just go down on either side of my nose, and I do like a little bit on both sides at the very tip of my nose. Then I'm going to take the rest, and I'm going to put this around my face, and I'm going to blend all this in, but I like to get like an initial kind of outline of where I'm contouring before I blend. And then you want to get right underneath your face and down your neck on either side of your trachea. That'll blend everything in. So I'm going to use this brush to blend, and I'm just blending down my neck and so I'm just going to make sure that that is all blended. Okay, so that is pretty much all blended in. And I'm just going to make sure again that it's all blended. I just keep going back over it until I like it, until it looks like it's all blended and natural. Okay, and then I'm going to take my blush brush. This is from Eco Tools actually, and I'm going to be taking this middle peachy blush in the Nectar Lace palette, and I'm just gonna apply this onto the apples of my cheeks. And I apply it a little bit to my nose, just a little bit. For my highlight, I'm going to be using this brush from Japanese, I think it is, and it's a 110. It's kind of got the dual coloring, and I use the black side, and then I put my highlight underneath my eyes and right above where I would put the blush. And then I put a little bit of that under here, on the top of my nose, but I don't go crazy. This is a very light contour kit. It's not very heavy. This is something that I do uniquely to my routine. I didn't do like heavy concealer because the foundation is really full coverage. But what I do is after I do all my powder and contouring, I look to see if there's any areas that I think still need some coverage because of pigmentation and stuff like that, any redness. And I'm actually taking some of this little pot that they sell from Bare Minerals. It's the Blemish Therapy powder, and it's like a really rare, kind of like a rare product. Not a lot of people use it or know about it, but I love it and I swear by it. And I honestly just take my fingers and I take some of this like packed powder and I'll apply it to any blemish that I see that I think I want to be covered more. Just because this will also eliminate you having to use like heavy concealer. The foundation that I'm using, like I said, in this look is it's very full coverage. So you won't need a ton of concealer if you're using the foundations that I, am using in this video. Or if you're using, a foundation that you swear by for your full coverage look. I like this because it's also treating your blemishes. That's why it's called Blemish Therapy. It's a really great product, so I would recommend it. You can apply it with a brush. Okay, so that's about it for like the face. I am gonna take one last thing. I'm gonna take the Mineral Set It Don't Fret It from NYX. It's just like a loose veil powder, and I'm actually gonna apply that to my face. I'm gonna be applying that with my Kabuki brush, my little mini guy that I used earlier, and I just apply this all over the place to just get a nice set, especially if you're going out for the night, you want your makeup to last, you just want to kind of prevent the shine. I like to put this on. I never used to use a setting powder, but I do think it makes a difference. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so the next thing is my eyes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I'm using this from Stila. Oh no, this is Sephora. This brush is Sephora. And this palette is Stila. It's my In the Know palette. And I'm gonna first just kind of put a base on. This base is the shade called Air. It's like stark white almost. I just apply like a decent amount to my eye, like that. And I'm also using the shade, this is the first one I just used, that's Air. I'm gonna use this one, that is Wind. And this is like more of a skin color base. But they are both bases, and I just like them for bases on the lid before you go in with any like deep pigments, because I just feel like they lighten the lid and they lighten the whole eye area. They lighten prior to putting on like a deep pigment. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, this look is not too complicated. It's very simple. There's just like 2 or 3 pigments you need to know about. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to just deepen the lid and kind of add some dimension to the eye, is use this shade, and this is called Desert. I'm going to use Desert and I'm going to use Clay, and they're like both tan, kind of rosy colors, and I'm just going to tap back and forth between these two, and I'm going to go in with that and just kind of put this all over the place and make sure I also put it in the crease. So that's just like the first step. And then I'm going to be taking this shade in on the bottom right there. This is the shade Rain. It's like, again, like a coffee kind of color. And this goes in the crease as well. This is like the first step to deepening the crease a little bit before we go in and put our red, because this is like a red pop look that I'm doing. This is actually what I wore for my 21st birthday. I wore this out to the bars. So it's a look that's a little bit dramatic, but honestly you can wear it like to places that are not like big deal events or anything. You don't have to wear it to a 21st birthday, out to the bars or anything. I just chose to do it that way because I liked it. I thought it was like summery, and it is. It's a very summery look, and it has, like I said, a big pop of color, and I'll show you guys. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to take this shade, and this is the shade Fire. It's like the most red and most pigmented color in this palette, and I love this shade. I use it all the time. And I'm just going to take that, and that goes just directly onto the lid. And you don't need a lot of this either because it's so pigmented, and it shows up like really, really well on the lid. Just make sure it's really well blended on the lid. And then go ahead and do it on the other eye. So that's what it should look like. Just making sure I'm even. Okay, so that's that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line my eyes, and the liner I'm using is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay in the shade Bourbon. It's very pretty. I'm gonna do my waterline. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is I'm going to take my Soho brush. This is like an angled brush. You guys can see it's like that. It's got like a real sharp angle. And I'm going to take one of the darker shades. I think I actually might take the Driftwood shade in this Stila palette. I did not use this on my eye, by the way. So I am going to then take that driftwood shade that I did not use on my lid, and I'm going to actually put that on my lower lash line. And on my upper lash line. Alright, so that's that. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. We just have a few more steps left. Oh wait, you know what? Alright. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting my mascara on, and I'm going to be using the Telescopic mascara from L'Oreal Paris, and it is in the shade Carbon Black. And this mascara is the bomb. It literally makes my lashes look like they are so much longer than they actually are. I'm obsessed with it, and I would recommend it. I love it. It really lengthens them, but not in a fake way, and it's not clumpy at all. It actually separates out the lashes really well. And I put a ton of coats of this on, especially if you're wearing this look out. I put a decent amount on. And then I'll let them dry a little bit. While I let them dry, I'm actually going to, there's one spot that I feel like I still need to put a little bit more of this powder on. Just making sure everything looks perfect and airbrushed. Because by the time you're done with your makeup look, you want to make sure it's ready to go out and it'll stay the entire night and you've got full coverage. So, it looks like we're good. I'm going to be using the Lancome eyelash curler, this baby, and I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Oh, I always hate that when it gets on my skin, the mascara. Okay, so that's good. And then the last thing that I'm going to do for my eyes is I'm actually going to, this is what I did for when I used this look for my 21st birthday. If you're going to want to jazz it up and you want to go out, you're going out to the bars, going to a formal, whatever, you might want to add some glitter. I am someone that likes lots of glitter, lots of bling, a very glittery person. I'm into glitter. I'm using the NYX Glitter Cream palette. It's a really old palette. I used this a long time ago. And they have these little like dinky applicators, these little things. I just like it because it just adds a little bit of glitter, but you don't need a ton on. That's why I still keep this palette, because you just need a little bit. And even though it is a little bit dried up, I still like how the glitter comes out and you can put like a little dusting on your lid. I'm using this glitter right here. It's like a red glitter. I'm actually just gonna grab some of that on my little dinky applicator, and I'm going to kind of pat this on the lid. The only problem with this is by the end of your night you have like glitter all over your eyeballs and it takes forever to get off, but I think it's worth it because you have glittery eyelids for your night and everyone wants to have those, so everyone's gonna envy you if you have glittery makeup going on. So that's it. I just kind of dusted it on. Sorry if it's not perfect. That's kind of what I did before I went out for my birthday. And then the very, very last thing is the lips. I don't really like to wear like heavy lipstick. Have been obsessed with the Burt's Bees lip crayons lately. I have this one. I've been using it until it breaks. It is the Sedona Sands one in 405. Look, there's like nothing. Well, actually, look at this. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I thought there was like nothing left. Yay for that. So I just kind of So that is what I do for my lips usually. I think that is everything. And that is the finished look. I just clipped my hair up, but it was not normally up. My hair is naturally pretty wavy, but for this look you can straighten your hair. I straightened it when I did this makeup look. My hair is naturally kind of wavy. I didn't do a makeup and hair tutorial for this. I was planning on doing hair, but I don't know, I thought it would just take too long, so I just ended up doing makeup. But my hair, what I did with it was just curling it. I just randomly curled some pieces with the Conair Infinity wand, and I can do a tutorial on these waves. And then I basically just sprayed it with some of this stuff, this Not Your Mother's Beach Babe spray. You can spray, the more you spray in it, the better your hair looks. I swear by this stuff. I use it all summer. I bring it to the pool, bring it to the beach. I really like it. So I think it goes really well with this look though, especially since it's like summery. And then you can wear your hair down like this with this look, or you can wear it, you know, any number of ways. I love wearing my hair curled and half up. Like that, just kind of messy, and then you can like pull a few pieces out, kind of like that look, and then you can always like curl it behind your ear. Okay, so this is the finished look. I moved into my bathroom because I have better lighting in here. Sorry, I'm holding this out with my hand and no longer a tripod. So this is the finished look. My hair is half up, half down. And you can see the glitter if I focus it really well. And that's the finished look. And there's my bathrobe. Finished look. I'm gonna just focus it in so you guys can see. I'm like still playing around with this camera. This is like trial and error for me, as you can see. Alright, so that's it. That's my finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it.